This video is sponsored by OSEA. OSEA, which stands for Ocean, Sun, Earth, Atmosphere, is a female-founded and family-operated vegan skincare brand made in California and established in 1996. Their Undaria body butter is one of my all-time favorite products from the brand and the one that I gift the most to my friends and family, as it's beneficial for all skin types and it's just so luxurious and amazing. The shea butter in this body butter softens the skin, and the algae extract from organic Undaria seaweed helps with moisture retention in the skin. In a 2-week consumer study, 91% agreed that their skin looked firmer and less crepey, and 100% agreed that their skin felt silky, smooth, nourished, and relieved of dryness after using. Some of my other favorites from OSEA are their Ocean Eyes Gel Serum, which is a hydrating blend of seaweed, hyaluronic acid, and peptides, and their Ocean Cleansing Milk, a gentle, nourishing cleanser. All of their products harness the power of seaweed, which is a superfood rich in minerals, vitamins, and nutrients to heal and hydrate the skin. And they're honestly my favorite skincare brand. I'm so honored to be able to share them with you again here. So thank you so much, OSEA, for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to try their body butter or anything else from their line, follow the link in my description and use my code for 10% off your purchase. If there's one thing I've learned over the past few years of working from home, it's that the state of my place affects the state of my mind. As dramatic as that sounds, it's true. I'm so grateful for this bright open space and the big windows with greenery outside, but clutter inevitably comes with an open concept space because, well, we live here and cook here and have all of our stuff here. So today I'm taking you along with me on my home reset routine. I usually do this on the weekend because honestly there's nothing better than starting the week in a fresh, clean space, so let's get into it. First, we're going to set a timer and put things away. We're in the process of selling a bunch of stuff before we move in the new year, so you'll see a lot of random boxes around the living room because of that. Also, here's our projector and my bathing suit in a stasher bag and lots of gear and cords. This timer is something I use to motivate myself to get things done. I think it's technically for kids, but I love the visual aspect of it, especially when I'm doing something that I don't want to do. It's very encouraging. One of the things I love about owning less stuff is that it really only takes about 30 minutes to clean up, no matter how messy things get. Everything has a home, so things are generally easy to pick up and put away. Shoes go in the bottom 2 drawers of this dresser. Nick's workout stuff goes in the top drawer. And most of our gear and cords get put into the office. I've been trying to decide if I want to keep or sell this pillow, which is why it's been out on my dresser for weeks, but I ultimately decided to sell it, so onto the sell pile it goes. Since I primarily work from the kitchen counter, kitchen clutter annoys me more than anything else because it's in my line of vision all day. Putting away dishes that have been drying overnight and appliances like the Instant Pot make a huge difference in this space. This whole process would have taken me 30 minutes, but obviously filming it makes it take a little bit longer, so I decided to take a little break. This is not an ad, but the Dr. Goodwin Alli Pop, which is their like Dr. Pepper inspired flavor, is so good and sweet. It has tart cherry juice in it, and it's my favorite midday little treat. Up next, we're cleaning the sink and doing dishes. On a side note, I put this vintage fabric up as a placeholder curtain almost a year ago now, and it's still here. It's just a big piece of fabric that I draped over a tension rod, but for some reason it just works, and I think it's really cute, so it stayed. I always use gloves when I wash dishes, which you might not think is very zero waste of me, but I can actually compost these because they're made out of 100% fair trade latex. I just cut them up and put them in the compost. I'm really prone to eczema on my hands, and my skin is just so dry in general, so using dish gloves is a must for me. It just makes the process so much easier too. Also, we have a portable dishwasher, which is why I can move it around like this, in case you were wondering. After the sink's emptied, I fill up my refillables. Not everything needs to be refilled weekly, but today both my soaps do. These go in the bathroom and the kitchen. I love using foaming soap dispensers because I can fill them up with Castile soap and water, which ends up saving me a lot of money, and I can get the soap locally in bulk. Now it's time to wipe down the counters. I'm making a new counter spray because I just ran out of it. All the measurements will be in the description. Today I'm using rubbing alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, Castile soap, and water, and a few drops of tea tree oil. I love that I can get all of these ingredients in bulk locally, and it cleans really efficiently, effectively, and is streak-free. I also love this mix for cleaning the tile in my shower. Now I'm tackling the sink because it's pretty gross. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm not usually making all of my products from scratch every time I clean, but I just happened to run out of everything today, and it works for filming this video, right? So this is kind of a DIY soft scrub situation, but I'll let you know right now that I messed up on this a little bit because I added too much soap, but then I didn't have enough baking soda to add to it. Usually I'll make a cup or so of it and keep it in a jar on the sink and use it on dishes and the sink throughout the week, but because I had so little baking soda and I kind of messed up on this one, I just used the whole mixture today. One important thing to note is if you use hydrogen peroxide in this or any recipe, don't mix it with vinegar. So if you want to use vinegar with this, just leave out the hydrogen peroxide and you'll be okay. So as you can see, I just spread this paste all around the sink and I'm gonna let it sink in for a little bit. After around 10 minutes have passed, I go back and clean it and dry off the sink, and I'm always amazed at what a difference it makes. I like to get my bulk cleaning supplies from a local refill shop, but when I was really sick earlier in the year, I wasn't driving around very much and I heavily relied on online shops. So two of my favorites are Mountain Rose Herbs. I would buy my Castile soap in these large plastic containers like this one. And then Azure Standard is another great option if you're trying to reduce waste but don't have any local options. Also, I recently picked up this roll of reusable towels from Fill Up Buttercup in Costa Mesa, and it's been so amazing. I love that I'm able to wrap my towels around this paper towel tube now. It's just so convenient. Okay, we're on the home stretch now, people. This is arguably the most satisfying part of my home reset: vacuuming and mopping my floors. We have this really pretty tree outside that has these bright purple flowers on it that pretty much bloom all year round, and they somehow find themselves into the deepest corners of our house and really like to attach themselves onto the floor, so much so that the vacuum doesn't pick them up unless I kind of scratch them off the floor first, so that's fun. But after I vacuum those up, I get my bucket and fill it with hot water and some vinegar. Sometimes I'll add peppermint essential oil, but I didn't today. And that's it. That's my home reset routine. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, as someone who deals with autoimmune issues, I don't like to use a lot of harsh cleaners in my home, but I like my home to be clean. And it's really amazing to me how well these simple cleaners work for me and how much money and excess plastic I save by using them. So that's great. What's something that you like to do in your home to make it feel fresh and new? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.